Finland's electrical grid struggles to meet growing demand, delaying industrial investments. Helsinki police arrest one during pro-Israel rally amid nationwide demonstrations. Tallinn becomes haven for Finnish economic criminals operating businesses illegally. Filipino nurses arrive in Finland to fill critical healthcare labor gaps. Finland's electrical grid is on the verge of being unable to meet the rapidly growing demand for electricity, leading to delays in industrial investments for several years. This issue is particularly critical for building charging stations for heavy-duty trucks, as the grid's capacity is insufficient to meet the demand. Furthermore, delays in providing electrical connections hinder the construction of high-speed charging stations. For example, in Zuroinen, North Savo, a large battery system will be installed at the charging station to help balance peak consumption. However, this highlights that without significant investments in the electrical grid, the construction of new industrial plants could be delayed for years. On October 7, 2024, Helsinki police arrested one person during a pro-Israel rally, accused of assaulting and spitting on protesters. The incident took place amidst demonstrations held at more than 20 locations across Finland in support of Israel, marking 1 year since the deadly Hamas attack. In Helsinki, around 200 people marched through the city's main streets. The goal of the rally was to show solidarity with Israel, condemn terrorism, and call for the release of Israeli hostages. Police reported that despite shouting from bystanders, no further arrests were made besides the aforementioned incident. Tallinn has become a destination for many economic criminals from Finland. According to investigations, at least 930 individuals facing prosecution for serious crimes in Finland own or operate businesses in Estonia, particularly in Tallinn. These individuals have sought to evade business bans in Finland or hide assets to avoid debt repayment. Of these, 467 are Finnish nationals. The criminals have been charged with a total of 2,400 offenses, nearly half of which are economic crimes like fraud, tax evasion, and embezzlement. Notably, 58 individuals who were banned from business operations in Finland continue to run companies in Estonia. Furthermore, many companies exist only on paper, with no physical presence in Estonia. Several companies are registered at residential addresses, with no signs of actual business activity. These actions have caused significant losses to creditors and taxpayers in Finland. A group of Filipino nurses has arrived in Finland to begin work in the social and healthcare sector. This is part of the Finnish government's policy to attract labor from 4 non-EU countries, the Philippines, India, Brazil, and Vietnam. Among them, the Philippines has sent the largest number of migrant workers to Finland in recent years. The group's flight from Manila to Helsinki faced difficulties due to a storm. Upon arrival, they were warmly welcomed with flowers and hugs from friends and relatives who had settled there earlier. Many of them, like Rodney Deguk, will start working in elderly care facilities across Finland. Despite concerns about language barriers, they remain optimistic about learning Finnish and adapting well to their new lives. The Finnish government believes that attracting workers from these countries is essential to meet the country's growing labor needs. Locus Energy, a subsidiary of a Swedish conglomerate, has acquired a hydroelectric plant in Tampere, Finland. The company's goal is to modernize old plants and convert them into sources of clean energy. Finland's energy market is gradually welcoming the presence of foreign investors, although some local hydroelectric plant owners remain cautious. The first deals were announced in July, and experts predict more privately owned hydroelectric plants may be up for sale in the future due to a lack of successors. The Finnish government is also considering options to maintain this clean energy source and help owners find suitable solutions. Two people died in a serious traffic accident in Palkar on Sunday evening. According to preliminary information from the Inner Finland police, a car swerved into the opposite lane on Highway 12 and collided head-on with a large truck near central Palkar. After the strong impact, both vehicles veered off into a roadside ditch. The car caught fire shortly after, killing the driver and passenger on the spot. The truck driver was not seriously injured. The accident occurred around 6 p.m., and Highway 12 was closed until 4:30 a.m. the following morning. More people are choosing temporary jobs through apps or websites. These flexible jobs are particularly attractive to students and immigrants, according to a recent report. Marwan Juad, a student, has taken on multiple short-term jobs such as restaurant work, babysitting, and goods delivery through the Tremer app. With these platforms, workers can easily find jobs without a complicated recruitment process. Platform jobs allow the freedom to choose suitable work and time, Marwan shared. While the work offers high flexibility, it also comes with uncertainty about the availability of jobs and wage levels. A report from Demos Helsinki emphasized that while digital platforms create job opportunities for many, most people still aspire to find stable employment in the future. The Tamilar Stadium in Tampere has won this year's Finlandia Architecture Prize. Designed by the architectural firm JKMM, the stadium features bold design elements, blending into a residential area. Journalist Antti Koronen, who decided to award the prize, was impressed by how the stadium integrates into the urban landscape, rather than standing out like other sports structures. The Tamilar Stadium is the first in Finland to be built in the city center, with a covered stand and residential areas surrounding it. This project has transformed the area from a green space into a bustling part of the city. Several Finnish welfare regions plan to significantly raise healthcare service fees after the government allowed price increases starting next year. Specialized healthcare fees could rise by at least €20, and basic healthcare fees could increase by around €5. Hospital visit fees will rise to around €70, while basic healthcare fees will go up to €28. However, the service fee cap will remain unchanged. Regions like South Karelia, Päijät-Häme, Kantar-Häme, and Central Finland are ready to implement the maximum increases to offset their financial difficulties. Cleaning the facade of the Finnish Parliament House, which was defaced with red paint during a protest in September, is expected to cost around €15,000. This information was shared by the Parliament's property manager, Sari Turunen. The cost covers the initial cleaning, testing, and a hot steam cleaning process, which began this morning and is expected to continue until Wednesday. The red paint seeped into the granite columns of the building, especially at the joints, after environmental activists from the groups Eläkapina and Aiderstal Vatmarker sprayed it during a protest against continued peat extraction. Although the paint was believed to be water-soluble, it has penetrated the porous parts of the building, complicating the cleaning process. The company chosen for the task specializes in conserving and restoring significant architectural structures. The work will continue using a high-pressure steam system combined with eco-friendly alkaline cleaning agents. This year's Nobel Prize in Medicine has been awarded to two American scientists, Victor Ambros and Gary Ruvkun, for their research on microRNAs, small molecules that play a crucial role in regulating gene activity. Their work may pave the way for new developments in cancer treatment. Victor Ambros is a professor at the University of Massachusetts, while Gary Ruvkun works at Harvard University. Both were honored by the Nobel Committee of the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm, Sweden. MicroRNA research provides greater insight into gene regulation, errors in which can lead to serious diseases like cancer. This could be the first step toward discovering effective treatments for the disease. The 2023 Nobel Prize in Medicine has kicked off Nobel Week, with the physics, chemistry, literature, and peace prizes to be announced in the coming days.